Hello everyone and welcome to iReddit, bringing you your daily dose of the internet for Tuesday, March 21st, 2017. I am Michael Schwan.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
Please remember, everyone, you can help support our show by going to patreon.com/dailyinternet. Nathan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah?
I ate quite a bit of breakfast. I feel very well today. You know?
Nice, nice. What'd you have for breakfast?
I had it was like a skillet type thing with a bit of salsa on top.
Did you make it or did you go somewhere?
No, my roommate made it this morning.
Damn, I need roommates like yours.
No, you don't.
Dude, yeah, you're fucking right, I don't. I just want someone to make me a skillet in the morning. I'm not sure if I'm like getting a pimple in my ear or something, but my right earbud has been hurting my ear all day.
Okay.
First world problems, dude.
Sure.
Except now I need to turn you up because you're just a little too quiet.
Oh, well, I mean,
don't get louder. Your volume levels are good. I just needed to turn the volume up for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Don't do that.
Yep.
Please don't fuck up everything. Oh God!
All right, let me start shouting. Can you hear me now?
How about now, motherfucker?
How about now?
Ooh, I like it when you're talking like that.
Please no.
What? Please no, but why? You know you like it. Oh, that was wait. What?
God damn, I love pulp.
Pulp? Ew, gross. You're fucking weird. Don't say that.
It's like drinking flesh.
Oh God, no.
It really is.
Okay, hang on. So that poses the question then. When was the last time you drank flesh?
Oh, man. 6 months ago?
Go on.
I don't need to talk to you about drinking flesh. That's weird.
I think you do.
No.
Was it male or female?
I don't... Female, technically?
What? Technically? What do you mean technically?
Okay. See, fruit is ovaries, and you have flesh of fruit, and you can drink flesh by smoothies.
It's been 6 months since you had a smoothie?
An actual proper smoothie where I made it myself.
Oh, okay. Anyway. 10. Goldman Sachs confirms London jobs will move to EU in first stage of Brexit reshuffle.
This was submitted by John the Genius 43 to Our World News. Pretentious prick.
So Goldman Sachs, which is a massive investment firm, they exist for more than just being in news headlines, although they often are, especially when it involves the Clinton Foundation. They are going to be closing down a lot of their firms. No, closing down a lot of their firms in London and moving them to just Europe, to the EU, because, well, the UK is not going to be part of the EU anymore. I don't know how the fuck that's working, but anyway. So with the whole Brexit thing, they're like, okay, well, our jobs are tied to the EU, so we're going to be pulling them out of London.
It's probably cheaper for them in the EU.
Probably? I don't know. I mean, Brexit's a fucking mess.
It is. As with any secession, a la most civil wars.
Would there be a civil war if Alaska and Oregon and Washington and California all seceded to Canada?
It would be very interesting.
Dude, do you have any idea how weird and fucked up that'd be? Like, there'd have to be some weird, strange agreement about military forces because of all the bases that we have along the coast.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have to give them years to uninstall them.
No, I mean, I don't think it'd be uninstall them. I think it'd be more of like they'd still be maintained United States military bases that are just based in Canada.
You would have to go through Canada to get to Hawaii.
No, you wouldn't. You could just fly from, like Arizona or Texas or something.
All right, so you would go over Canada to get to Hawaii.
Sure. Well, you don't have to.
Okay, well, okay, if you want to make the trip to go under.
You could go over Mexico.
Through Canada.
No.
If California connects to Canada now,
yeah,
you would have to go over Canada if you are over Mexico, because that means Canada would share a border.
Not to get to Hawaii though.
Okay, we wouldn't.
Well, no, not us, no, but we'd be part of Canada, so what does that matter? I'm talking about...
We would still be flying over Canada!
Not if you're flying from Texas. You just fly over Mexico. Why are we debating
That's what
this?
I said, and then you said just fly over Mexico. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm dumb.
Nine.
Man jailed indefinitely for refusing to decrypt hard drives loses appeal.
This was submitted by Porkchop DeClown to our technology.
So, guy got put in jail.
Pedophilia, right?
Yeah, they believed he had child porn. They found a single picture on his computer of a girl who was believed to be prepubescent, and then a lot of traffic that was shown of him visiting places that are very common in child pornography. They asked him to unlock his hard drives, which are heavily encrypted. He said no, and he pled the fifth because and they're like, it's not incriminating evidence. We already got you for child porn. We want all of it. And he's like, no, I'm not incriminating myself. No, you're already going to jail.
We already got the evidence we need.
Yeah. But because he is now essentially hindering an investigation because they want to investigate the hard drives to look at the child porn to find out where it came from to try to prevent child porn from existing. The issue with that is that so now he's hindering an investigation and he's being held in contempt of court and will stay in jail indefinitely.
Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I guess. Kind of. Like, I have this strange conundrum when it's like, oh, he's a fucking dick because he's, child pornographer, lurker, person thing. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to pay to feed this guy for the next 60 years.
Well, I mean, I guess it sucks to suck.
I guess.
I mean,
don't know.
we're stuck in this situation. You could kill him, but then that's kind of inhumane.
Make him grow his own food. Can we do
Exile
that?
him.
Can we do that? Can we just make like prison islands are probably not a good idea. Can we make prison islands?
We have one. It's Guantanamo Bay.
Alcatraz. That worked out well, right?
No, that's why it shut down.
Oh shit! Like,
God damn.
just can we have an American form of Australia? We just send them all
No, you just exile them out of America. You have to tell them they have to just go somewhere.
But I like the idea of, like, I feel like it'd be a punishment if they weren't allowed to have, like, modern technology. Like, you don't get cell phones or the internet.
Oh, it's even worse than Australia.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, give them all of the stuff that they need to support themselves so that we don't have to pay for them, but their punishment is that they're removed from, like, civilized life.
What's the shittiest place you can put them? Siberia?
Yeah, I don't... yeah, probably. I don't know. You don't have to necessarily make it hard on them to survive. Just send them somewhere else. If they all kill each other, then, well, fuck.
Sure.
And you don't send everyone there. Like, petty theft, minor drug charges, whatever. That, like, don't even put those people... Like, figure out a different plan for them. But, like, murderers, molesters, yeah, just stick them on their own island with a bunch of crops to grow. And if it turns into, Escape from New York, so be it.
What if they're falsely accused and thrown in prison?
Well, we have that problem already. Just write them off.
People get out of prison, though. They wouldn't be able to get out of the island.
Well, unless their name's Snake Plissken.
You got me there.
I did get you.
8.
A new kind of doctor's office charges a monthly fee and doesn't take insurance. It could be the future of medicine.
This was submitted by Mavia to our Futurology.
So the way that this works...
Where can I get this?
Well, it's the way you don't really care. You get insurance through your job, but there is still that deductible to pay, which fucking sucks. Anyway, the way this works is that you find a doctor that is practicing this way, and I'll get the actual name of what it's called. And the way that it works is it's like a subscription. You pay them X amount of dollars a month, and at any point in time, you can call them, and they'll come to your house, check you out, and give you a full, medical evaluation, and then prescribe you medicine if you need it. Now, what it is called, it's called direct primary care compared to family practice. So like primary care associates, where you go to the doctor's office and then you pay a copay or you pay your deductible first or whatever, that is family practice. And then direct primary care is this new system, but there's only like 1,000 of them that exist in the country. Now, the way that it works is that you will pay roughly around like $150 a month for your whole family, $150 a month. And if at any time during that period you need medical care, you will just be like, hey, can you swing by the house? And they'll swing by the house and do a full, medical examination. And then the difference is that, you can't pay with insurance, but normally the way that it works is that you just pay that fee. There is no fee for them showing up because you pay. That's what your monthly subscription is for. And then if you need prescription, you pay wholesale price plus 10%.
Okay. So should I get this with insurance?
Maybe. I don't know. I like it might be a decent idea if you can afford it, because there's some things that insurance does make cheaper. Mm-hmm. But
also, how does this cover emergency room visits?
It doesn't.
Oh, you just can't call them up on an instant.
Well, you can call them, but they don't have an emergency room. They come to your house.
Right, I know, but like maybe they have some kind of like portable ambulance or something. Not that ambulances aren't technically portable anyways.
You stupid fuck. Oh
Shut the fuck up, alright? I don't need that sass.
A portable ambulance. Alright. What else you got for me?
Bird leaves.
Bird leaves. She means a feather. Oh my fucking god. This, I don't feel like this is a good solution to healthcare in general, because it doesn't provide, like, if you just need a doctor to, like, I don't even know. It doesn't actually do that much good. I mean, I guess it costs you less money all at once, which is normally good for a lot of people, but if you need legitimate care, like, they're not really going to be able to provide it.
Not initially. There potentially, if they have enough people paying, there's room to grow.
Well, the thing is
but that being said, I'm not saying like they're going to be able to sit there and do surgeries.
Well, or even like if I go to the doctor and I'm like, damn, blah 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 hurts, they're like, well, let's pop you into the X-ray. They can't do that.
Or if they get a portable X-ray in their portable ambulance.
Well, then, sure. They just got a little hand scanner that they go, boop, and they're like, yeah, your arm's broken.
That would be so cool.
We'll get there eventually.
Oh,
Eventually.
God,
One day.
7.
20-year-old horse washed away in New Zealand floodwaters returns home 13 days later virtually unscathed.
This is submitted by a wild username to Our Uplifting News.
I can't change the damn title. There we go.
This is adorable.
So, yeah, they've had a lot of rain recently. And
it's a pony.
Yeah, it's a pony. It's a 20-year-old pony. And he got swept up in some of the floodwaters. That the family was like, oh, my God, our horse is gone. I'm so sad. And 2 weeks later, the horse came...
That is not an Australian accent.
I'm not trying an Australian accent, so fuck you. I don't even know what the fuck it was. Oh, wait. Crikey. Okay, anyway.
Crikey, me pony's been ditched in the storm ditch.
Holy fuck. And then it just showed up and, knocked on the door 2 weeks later. And aside from a bunch of, like, sand...
That's more impressive. It knocked on the door?
No, not literally.
Did it, like, ball up its hoof?
Ka-tunk, ka-tunk, ka-tunk. It aside from, like, a bunch of sand that was in, like, its hair and stuff like that, it was fine.
That's fucking sick.
So it got washed away, found some land, and went, shit, I better start heading home.
There's probably like some kind of family pet that's been around for a while, so they're probably really glad to have their member of their family back.
Yeah. What's the average lifespan of a horse?
Yeah, but this is a pony.
Okay.
Average lifespans of ponies are probably different than horses.
Of a pony. What is... shit. What is the average of a pony? Lifespan. I didn't
God.
put... What is the average of a pony? Average fucking what?
What is the average of a pony?
Shut up.
Well, first you have to find out if the pony's mean or not.
25 to 30.
Oh.
So it's still got some years left.
A couple.
A couple? 5
Like
is not a
five-
couple.
5 to 10 is like a couple.
It's a few.
It's like several.
Sure. No one actually knows what those equate to anymore.
Yeah.
6,
Subway advertises for Apprentice Sandwich Artists to be paid just £3.5 pounds an hour. Union slams fast food chain for exploiting young workers.
This is submitted by Maxwell Hill to Our World News.
So,
They were given a few dollars, several dollars, a couple dollars even.
yeah, you know, maybe a dollar here, a dollar there. So the EU has a program like apprenticeships, right? Like literally, like from the Stone Age of I'm gonna learn to be a blacksmith.
That's not Stone Age. If you're a blacksmith, you're not in the Stone Age. Bro. Let's rewind. Do you think they sat there with like a hammer made of stone and an anvil made of stone and then some slate, and they're slamming it onto the slate and folding the slate over and over again?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we gotta sharpen this obsidian and we gotta pound it into an actual dagger. That's why there's so many dents in it.
Are you done? So, to encourage people, to encourage young people, and shut the fuck up, put that away. To encourage young people, like below the age of 15, to begin learning skills and get into the workforce and stuff, you're allowed to hire apprentices in fields, in which they're paid substantially less.
Like interns.
Yeah, it's kind of like interns, except, you know, normally 13-year-olds don't get internships.
It's like slavery with extra steps.
Exactly. But Subway, because their employees are called sandwich artists, tried to hire apprentice sandwich artists and pay them nothing.
Because it's artisanal.
Yeah. I want to hire a 14-year-old as an apprentice sandwich artist, and it says we'll literally do all the same things that the sandwich artist does, but just get paid less.
Fuck you, Subway.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You guys.
We got Jared. Now we got this.
Yep.
You were digging your grave with your footlong.
Stretching the definition of apprentice as far as it can go.
Oh, man. That's insane. I can't believe it. Jesus Christ.
5,
So does that mean,
Oh,
all right, so to be an apprentice sandwich artist, do you, like, take the sandwich and go along the line and then hammer the sandwich over and over again and then fold it and then hammer it again?
Yes, but you got to remember to add different ingredients in between each fold to actually get the proper compound.
So it becomes a stronger sandwich.
Right.
And then you put it in the fryer or the heater, the whatever it is, and then you pull it out, but you don't quench it? It's an awkward?
Right.
Okay.
5,
Trump signs bill authorizing NASA funding and Mars exploration.
This was submitted by Pet J33 to our space.
So, not only did he sign a bill authorizing funding in Mars exploration, it is the largest amount of funding that NASA has gotten in like 30 years.
Yeah, because this has got to be like a small step back for them just to get people off their back.
$19.1 billion for next year alone,
They're trying to get people off their back.
with the focus of Mars exploration. Also, they're going to relaunch the National Space Council, which was authorized in 1988, but then was ceased to operate from Bill Clinton in 1993.
What does it do?
Yeah, it doesn't. It coordinates U.S. space policy.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like when we are spacefarers, we need space government.
For space rules.
Space rules, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's true, space rules. But anyways, this is good. Don't get me wrong. I like this a lot, but it really is them just trying to get people off their back.
You know, I'm okay with that if it benefits some things. Stop trying to fucking cut Department of Education's budget, damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things need to be not cut, but they are.
Like there's a couple, like, people are complaining that they're pumping more money into the Department of Defense, and it's like, I understand. $51 billion seems like a lot to put into the Department of Defense budget, but I know lots of military people, and the military has no money. Like, they don't. And the problem is that, like, we've made our bed in terms of our military, in terms of what we have and what we're supposed to maintain, and we have to lay in it now. But if we don't pay for it, there's not a bed to lay in, and then we get stuck on the ground and people run us over.
It's unfortunate that we have positioned ourselves as such a military powerhouse, because now we can't backpedal.
No, it's true. We can't, and it sucks.
We put our dick on the table. We can no longer put our dick back in our pants.
Nope. If we remove our pants,
we have to just go around the table and start fucking everybody.
There's no pants anymore. We took them off.
Yeah, we just walk around with our dick out all the time.
Like, it's the whole thing of, it's true. We do spend more on defense spending than the next, like, 20 countries combined. But that's part of America. Like, it's not something we can change. It's not something we'll ever change. And, like, I do understand where Trump was saying, you know, like, well, maybe some people should pay us for protection to help alleviate those costs. But the thing is, they don't have the money, or else they'd do it.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell, almost the entire planet is really poor.
Some magical fucking way, right?
It's because no one pays their debts back because they can't.
Everyone's broke, but everyone's rich at the same time.
Yeah, when the biggest country goes poor, you know every other country is bound to go poor eventually.
Except now we're so in debt to people that they want us to like them so that they'll maybe get some of it back.
It's such a dickish move on our part, though.
Dude, we're Americans.
Yeah, we owe you money, but, like, if you're going to be a dick about it, we're just not going to start paying you.
Well, and the thing on top of that is, well, also a lot of the money that we owe to ourselves.
It's true.
Like, we owe to American citizens billions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Because they push the bond program so hard, and people still take out bonds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you right now can go and buy a $5,000 bond that in 20 years will turn around and give you $20,000 back.
How they get... Isn't that just essentially a government-funded pyramid scheme?
Yeah, kind of, really, if you want to break it down. But it's a way for the government to help fund things, but they owe... I think it's like 13 trillion of the 20 trillion debt is to us.
Yeah, well... Yeah, of course it's going to be, because you're literally running a pyramid scheme on your own citizens.
Yeah. But the problem is that you lose in that pyramid scheme. Like,
unless you don't invest in the bond. Oh, no, even then you lose then.
Because, like, the thing is that, like, they only have one product to offer one person who then wants their return. Like,
and then they have those people, the stupid people who are like, taxation is theft.
Yeah, and so is you getting anything in life.
Those same people who say taxation is theft also complain that we have to put our forms in the back room.
Yeah. Mm. Well, you know, they can shut up. No, where are we?
4.
please help find my missing friend. She's been gone for almost a week with no confirmed sightings.
This is submitted by Bacon PDX to our Portland.
So, in a strange turn of literally basically what we talked about yesterday, this is talking about a girl who has gone missing. You are looking for Maddie Elizabeth Smith. She disappeared from Gresham, Oregon. She disappeared on March 14th. She was born December 26, 1991. That makes her 25 years old. Yeah, 25 years old.
91, yeah.
She's 5'4", weighs approximately 95 pounds. Bright pink hair that goes to her chin. She's very thin. She is fair complexion, white skin. Notable things is she also has 2 tattoos on her left forearm. Says Anna Rapp 1936 through 2009, and she also has the Deathly Hallows symbol from Harry Potter. If you are in the Seattle area, the California area, just anywhere along that coast, or maybe even if you're in Idaho, just any direction that she could have went to or been taken to.
She also has a septum piercing and a regular nose piercing as well as gauged ears.
If you know anything about her, there's a link in the description here. Open that up, take a look. If you've seen her or even seen something that seen someone
Can you capture the picture a bit so that we can throw it up on the
I can
screen
do that.
too?
Yeah. Let me get that up there. Right.
We understand it's kind of awkward, but it's better to have it.
No, it's fine. So if you see her in any way or anything, there is a family and friends are concerned, and this was very highly upvoted on Reddit, then no one has any information about her. But, I mean, if the internet is going to call for help on someone, then I will happily throw what little weight we have behind it as well.
We have kind of a little weight, but, it's something.
You never know. About trying to get a voice out there. That's why they'd put people on cartons of milk, because you'd see it and you'd be like, wait, I've seen this person.
Mm-hmm. Recognition.
3.
U.S. Secretary State... Hey, give it to me. U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson plans to skip an April 5th meeting of NATO foreign ministers for a U.S. visit by the Chinese president and will travel to Russia later in the month. U.S. officials said on Monday this step may be seen as putting Moscow's concerns above their own.
This was submitted by Dormus Jessup to Our World News.
So,
damn it, Flex Tillerson.
I'm actually going to take what is probably going to be a very different opinion from what normally we have on this show, of which, when I read this article, I read the whole thing, and as I was reading through it, I was just like, this is literally just them finding something to slam the Trump administration for. Like, he is not... So, the NATO meeting is April 5th to 6th. April 5 to April 6th. The Chinese president is going to be visiting the United States April 6th to April 7th. And the Secretary of State decided that he would rather be here to greet the Chinese president than go to NATO. Which, you can form your own opinion on that, on whether you think that is hurting or benefiting the United States one way or another. China is a very powerful country. We have a lot of debt owed to China, and our relations could definitely be better with them. So I could understand wanting to try to improve that by not going to NATO and instead being here to greet the Chinese president. The thing about this article is that later in the month, like at the end of April, Rex Tillerson is then going to be taking a trip to Russia. Okay? I don't understand how that has fucking anything to do at all with NATO and China.
Well, it's because it's Russia.
Okay, sure, but he was going to go there anyway. Like, the thing, like, Russia is, a big country with a lot of power that we have to acknowledge and respect, and people have been going there for years. Like people want to be angry at, and trust me, I understand wanting to be angry at Trump and his entire administration. I don't like most of them. But at the same time, Obama's administration, Bush's administration, Russia's always been a thing. We've always had to talk and deal with them. Now, their involvement with other shit, that's entirely different. The thing is, though, is that he is missing the NATO meeting for an involvement with China, and then, like, 2 weeks later, going to Russia. I don't understand how him missing the NATO meeting for China is him putting Russia's priorities above our own.
You have to realize that even if he was going to Russia and the NATO meeting and skipping out on the Chinese president, then people would complain that he's skipping out on the Chinese president and going to Russia and showing them favor over China. No matter what, people are going to find something to just pick at. And this happens to be one of those things, especially since Russia's name is tagged onto it.
It's dumb.
Because, like you said, we've had rows with Russia before. We've gone through years, through decades of fights against Russia, whether it be democratic Russians or communist Russians.
Right. And I understand that.
And even when they were our allies, like in World War II, even then, we were just still kind of like, oh, it's Russia.
Yeah. And it is rough. It's a rough situation. Russia's always been a problem. Mm-hmm. Always. They've always been a concern. And I don't like Russia. I don't like Trump. I would like Russia to not be a concern. But I don't see how this has anything to do, really, with Russia. Like, I don't feel like him skipping NATO is him putting Russia's priorities above our own. Because he's missing NATO for the Chinese president.
That's good. China's communist, and Russia was once communist, and I'll be damned if we are meeting with any form of communists.
Better dead than red.
Exactly.
Even though we have red in our flag.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Shut the fuck up. That's some forward thinking. We can't have that around here.
How'd you manage to get to a second thought?
2.
Ukrainian officials have now confirmed that Trump campaign manager Paul Manafort laundered illegal payments from the pro-Putin party.
This was submitted by GHQ Wirt to Artist.
So I just got done defending the administration about the whole Russia thing, and well, time to shit on them now.
All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah. So, anyway, Paul Manafort has a large amount of involvement with the previous Ukrainian president, who was removed from office for being corrupt, who then fled the country to Russia into Moscow, where he has a large amount of investments. That Ukrainian president has a lot of financial ties to Paul Manafort, including straight up just giving him money.
All right. So, there are a lot of things here that sound sketchy. To say the least.
Sketchy? Is that the word you're going with?
Yeah, no, it's a little sketch. You know, it's something that you can, scratch your chin at. I don't think there's any correlation, really. I think it's all just coincidence.
No? You think it's fine? I wonder if there's a fucking way to fix that.
No, I don't think it's fine.
God damn it!
What?
Just all of fucking this. All of it fucking sucks. Stupid.
Okay.
Stupid. Son of a bitch. Alright.
1.
FBI Director James Comey admits under oath that he hates the Patriots.
This was submitted by the Bard to Art Not the Onion.
That's my boy!
Jesus Christ.
That's my boy! Stupid. So, yeah, they were discussing... Okay, they discussed a wide range of topics, from Russia to the presidential election to wiretapping, but he was talking specifically about why Russia might have aided Donald Trump and hurt Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election. And he compared it to football. He said, I hate the New England Patriots. No matter who they play, I'd like them to lose. I'm at the same time rooting against the Patriots and hoping their opponent beat them because there's only 2 teams on the field. And this goes on for a little bit, but what he's basically saying is, like, you only have 2 options. If you hate one, You just automatically normally vote for the other, even if you don't like them.
It's true.
Which is true.
That's why the two-party system is stupid. That's why I want football games with at least 4 teams on the field. That way we can see maximum mayhem.
Well, you know, football doesn't decide, you know, world events.
Yeah.
Just saying. That's an important difference.
I mean, it did at one point in a way, not football itself, but sports, and that was the Olympics.
Fair.
Can you imagine if we settled everything through the Olympics again?
I can imagine it.
Steroid abuse would be even more through the roof.
Yeah. But you know what? Thank you, James Comey, for saying that you hate the Patriots.
I mean, sure. I don't really care.
It's not that I don't like them. I hate how cocky both them and their fans are. And their fans are worse than the team itself.
Are they like the Yankees?
I don't fucking know anything about baseball.
Neither do I. I don't know anything about sports that isn't like... I don't know anything besides like professional poker players. And that's not even really a sport, even though it's on ESPN.
Let me try something real quick, by the way, Nathan, because I'm just going to turn my video off for a moment and see what that does in terms of the speed of your camera, because on the feed here, you're super laggy, and it's making me sad.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to see what that does. Anyway,
is that any better?
It looks like it. Hey, Nathan, what'd you care about in the last 24 hours?
Shit. I'm not gonna lie. It's that guy's YouTube channel, Farside Photo. Again.
Again?
I'm gonna plug it 2 days in a row.
Holy shit, dog.
I need OJ the Musical to be a thing.
Do it.
Dude, I request everyone to go there. I need some crowdsource funding for this. This is fucking awesome. OJ the Musical.
Get it on get a GoFundMe going.
Exactly. Well, okay, I would have to contact him first for all this, but I don't know if I want to put all the effort through it. I want somebody else to do it.
That's fair. The thing I cared about in the last 24 hours is Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Which I think I've talked about a few times over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, you have.
Mass Effect. Yay.
He went full stupid.
Yeah. Games are real good so far.
That's good.
There's a couple things that at first made me raise an eyebrow and go, but I got over them. Like I noticed that like the lip technology is really bad, which surprises me because like the previous games wasn't that bad. Real bad in this one. But I normally have subtitles on and I either look at their eyes or read the subtitles. So
okay, so I guess it doesn't really matter as much to you.
No. Otherwise, everything's been pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. There's a couple story moments that I'm not going to talk about because they're kind of spoilery. But one that I won't talk about because of spoiler. The other one is not spoilery, so I'll talk about that one. So in all the previous Mass Effect games, you know how you can choose male or female, right?
Right.
Okay, so the general premise here is that you are playing one of the Ryder twins. Your dad is the Pathfinder, and you are either Scott or Sarah Ryder. And if you choose male, you play a Scott Ryder. If you choose female, you play a Sarah Ryder. And the thing is that you can create a custom character. You still end up being Scott or Sarah. Just you look different than the base models that they generated.
Right.
Here's the thing. I was like, okay, I'll play a Scott Ryder and just use the base model because I don't care for creating my own character. I really don't. And so I
literally half the game.
What?
It's like literally half the game for every game.
It's sad. So you start up, and then in the first 20 minutes, the spaceship you're on loses gravity, and then it regains gravity, which jostles the ship because one of your science mumbo-jumbo things went out, right?
Right.
Well, when it regained gravity and jostled the ship, it damaged your sibling's pod. So, if you're Scott, Sarah's pod is damaged. If you're Sarah, Scott's pod is damaged. They're not dead, though. Okay? they like, because you were frozen cryogenically to make the 600-year trip to another galaxy, you were, thawed and woken up and stuff like that, but she didn't, or he didn't get that. Your sibling didn't get that. So their pod was damaged. The doctors are able to preserve them, but they have to be woken up naturally, is what it says, in which instead of injected, I don't fucking know, science mumbo jumbo bullshit of how to wake them up out of cryogenics, right? Which we still can't even do.
Sure.
Here's the fucking thing, though, is that, so I'm probably like, I don't know, 10, 12 hours into the game so far. Sibling is still in a coma. And I'm like, okay, hang on. If my sibling is in a coma the entire fucking game, what was the goddamn point of making us twins? They might as well not exist. I have no emotional attachment to this random ass fucking character because, like, it's your twin. I don't fucking care. I just got introduced to this family and this world. Why did you give this arbitrary reason for there to be a boy and a girl?
It's got Rick and Stark disorder.
Like, you literally could have just done what you did with Shepard in the first 3 games, in which if you're male Shepard, you're a dude. If you're female Shepard, you're female, and they all call you Shepard. And in this game, you're Sarah Ryder or Scott Ryder. Everyone fucking calls you Ryder, so it wouldn't have mattered. I don't fucking understand. There's just this arbitrary, like, maybe they intended to do more with the siblings, but I can't comprehend the purpose. It seems like a fucking waste of, like...
You just wait, like, 10 more, 20 more hours in, it's gonna pay off.
Oh, like, watch. She'll fucking wake up in, like, 20 hours, and then it'll be like, oh, okay, I'm invested in all the other characters in the story now. I don't give a shit about you, sis. Sorry. And, like,
no, it's to invest you even more into a character.
Well, and I feel like there's a missed opportunity here, because if you're playing one sibling, you're obviously not playing the other. If both siblings could have, like, if you started the game with both siblings and they made each character dynamic, then, I mean, you're not going to play as one of the siblings, and Mass Effect likes to kill characters. They could have given, like, a big emotional hit by making you lose your sibling, but instead my sibling's just locked in a box asleep.
Maybe she'll die later, and it'll hurt you.
Will like mean fucking nothing, because I haven't even gotten to see her face. Like,
oh, buddy.
Like, I'm like, my character himself might feel good, but me as the player, I'm gonna be like, well, I don't give a shit. That fucking sucks. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. I'm gonna go shoot some aliens. Like, BioWare, I love you, but what the fuck are you doing?
Jesus Christ. That's a fucking mess.
That's the way I felt about it. But let's get the hell out of here. Everybody, if you want to help support the show, leave us a 5-star review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you're listening to us at, or support us on Patreon.com. Patreon.com/dailyinternet. If you have 5 minutes and even $1 a month to spare, it can help us out immensely. Helps us not only pay for the programs and things that we use to actually keep the podcast going, but it also helps pay for, like, the internet and things like that. And we could really use it because there's a lot of more stuff that we want to do, but actually, right now, literally, the thing that is holding everything back is our equipment, 100%. And we cannot afford, as human beings, to purchase that new equipment. So I ask you, patreon.com/dailyinternet, help us buy better equipment, and we would be extremely grateful for that. The current patrons that we have are what helped pay for Nathan's internet cable to stretch 100 feet from his router to his current computer, paid for his webcam. Like, those things matter, but the other equipment we need is, well, a bit more expensive. So if you would be interested in helping us with that, patreon.com/
It's also paid for ad space.
It does. It helps us grow. Otherwise, just let us know what you thought about the show. You can find the show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all at iRedditCast, or call and leave us a voicemail at feedback.ireddit@gmail.com, or call and leave us a voicemail at 508-738-2278. I'm sorry, I'll give you that another time since I hiccuped. 508-738-2278, and legally I must tell you that Kevin MacLeod does our music at Incompetech.com. That is it, everybody. That is your 257th dose of the internet. I am Michael Schwan.
And I'm Nathan Wood.
Have a good day, everyone.
Goodbye.